Archangel Michael says, "The heavens have been watching something rare unfold, a love that defied time, logic, and every barrier the world tried to place between you. This connection was never meant to fit into ordinary boundaries. It was designed to shock the spirit awake, to remind you that the heart does not count years, it counts truth." It started in silence, in moments too fragile to name. Maybe it was the way they looked at you, as if seeing a version of themselves that had been lost for years. Maybe it was the peace that followed every word you shared, even when no one else understood why it mattered so deeply. The world may have whispered that it was wrong, that the difference was too wide, but heaven whispered something louder: destiny doesn't check calendars. This was written before either of you took your first breath. Souls don't meet by accident, especially not in this lifetime where everything happens for divine alignment. And now, the truth is trembling at the edge of being revealed. The person who tried to stay away couldn't. Every attempt to suppress the feeling only pulled them closer. Every night they prayed for distance, and yet every morning they woke up thinking of you again. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They tried to convince themselves it was admiration, just respect, maybe curiosity, but it wasn't. It was something purer, something their spirit recognized even before their mind accepted it. You didn't remind them of their youth, you reminded them of their purpose. You were not a distraction, you were the divine mirror of their soul. They feared judgment, not love. They feared what others would say, but every time they imagined walking away, something inside them began to ache, as if heaven itself was saying, "Don't you dare lose this one." That ache was the sign of something higher guiding both of you through a maze only divine love could navigate. Archangel Michael says, "When a love like this enters your life, it does not come to entertain you, it comes to awaken you. It comes to test your courage, to break your patterns, to free you from the prison of appearances and awaken the part of you that has been waiting for something real." Their soul has already chosen you, long before they admitted it. Even when they tried to move on, even when they dated others, even when they promised themselves to forget, your energy followed them, wrapped around their mind like a soft, invisible thread. Type Amen to get blessing 444. There are moments they replay in silence, the laughter, the first time your hands brushed, the way your eyes carried light that could calm storms. They feel it in their bones now. You are not a fleeting chapter, you are the turning point in their story. The one they never expected, yet the one they cannot live without. Heaven is revealing that every challenge between you, every pause, every moment of distance, it wasn't rejection. It was divine timing working to mature both hearts for something permanent. You see, even age cannot rush a connection designed by eternity. It unfolds when both souls are ready to honor it without fear. There was a time they called it impossible. But what's impossible when two souls share one frequency? What's impossible when time itself bends to make two hearts beat in rhythm again? The angels watched them fight the feeling, watched them pray to forget, and still, they found their way back to you in every dream. Every number you've been seeing, 111, 222, 555, it's not coincidence. It's confirmation. Heaven is echoing the truth they're too afraid to say aloud. They love you. They have loved you quietly, fiercely, and without condition. Type Amen to get blessing 555. You might have doubted yourself, thinking you're too young, too old, too late, too early. But in the eyes of God, love has no expiration date. What you both feel is a sacred union designed to heal generations of fear, silence, and loneliness. You are both rewriting what love means through courage and authenticity. Archangel Michael says, "Don't run from what's pure. Let the world talk, heaven has already spoken. When they see you, they see home. When they think of you, their heart stops searching. When they hear your voice, every defense melts away like snow in sunlight. They know the difference between attraction and recognition now. What they feel for you is recognition, the kind that shakes the soul awake, the kind that reminds a person who they were before the world told them who to be. You are not their fantasy. You are their revelation. They keep checking your last message, your photo, your words. They hide it, but you can feel their energy through the air, the magnetic pull, the invisible heartbeat calling your name. Heaven allows this connection because it is meant to transcend the physical. It's a spiritual pact that survives even silence. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Every time they tried to move away, something happened, a song, a dream, a scent, a memory that dragged them right back into your orbit. That's not coincidence. That's your souls recognizing each other beyond space and age. It's divine alignment, reminding them that they can't escape what is already written. They once thought age made them wiser. But love humbled them. They now realize that the heart has its own kind of wisdom, one that doesn't follow rules, only truth. You taught them that being seen is not about years lived, but about hearts understood. They've been waiting for the right time to tell you everything. The right time when courage outweighs fear, when silence becomes unbearable. That time is near. They've been seeing the same signs you have, feeling the same tug in their chest. The connection is mirrored, divine, undeniable. When you feel a sudden warmth, a light pressure near your chest, or tears rising for no reason, that's their soul whispering your name. Heaven allows that energy to pass through because you are both meant to complete each other's healing. Type Amen to get blessing 777. They never believed in destiny until you. They never believed in soul contracts until their life started aligning strangely every time they thought of you. The way messages arrive, the way people mention your name, the way random events seem to guide them toward your memory, all of it is divine orchestration. Archangel Michael says, "You've both walked through separate fires to meet now in clarity. You've both suffered losses, betrayals, rejections, all of it preparing your hearts to love purely. The love between you two carries purpose, it will not fade when tested. It will transform. Their fear of judgment still lingers, but love is stronger. They see you as their safest risk, their most beautiful rebellion. They no longer want a safe love, they want a true one. One that shakes, one that frees, one that brings light into the dark corners of their soul. When heaven connects two souls across time, it's not random, it's redemption. You are each other's second chance, each other's healing, each other's proof that God still writes miracles in human form. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They've been writing unsent messages, long paragraphs they'll never show you, but heaven reads them all. Every "I miss you" typed and deleted still reaches you energetically. Your name vibrates in their prayers. You are not forgotten, you are embedded in their evolution. Even when they pretend they've moved on, their eyes betray them. Their energy pulls toward yours in every silent moment. People around them notice the shift, the way their laughter sounds hollow, the way their thoughts drift to another realm. That realm is you. This isn't obsession, it's remembrance. You and this person shared lifetimes together. Maybe as teacher and student, maybe as protector and dreamer, maybe as two travelers who never said goodbye. The soul remembers even what the body forgets. Heaven says this connection will not die in silence. Divine timing is turning the wheel. The truth will emerge, and when it does, it will feel like coming home after a long exile. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They will reach out when you least expect it. A simple message, maybe a song shared, maybe a memory recalled, but it will break the silence. And in that moment, you'll realize that all the waiting wasn't punishment, it was preparation. The angels are arranging a divine meeting, one that will look accidental but isn't. Maybe a familiar place, a name mentioned, a path that crosses unexpectedly. Don't run when it happens. Stay still. The energy will tell you, this is it. This is the moment heaven promised. You'll feel it in your chest, a surge of peace and trembling at once. The air will feel charged, like the universe holding its breath. When your eyes meet, every lifetime will collapse into that single second, and everything will finally make sense. Archangel Michael says, the love you've been dreaming of was never a dream, it was memory returning. The one who sees your soul across the difference, across time, across judgment, is the one heaven sent to remind you who you are, love in its purest form. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. So stay calm when they come forward. Don't let fear make you doubt the divine. This connection is sacred, protect it like a flame in the wind. The world won't understand, but that's okay, they don't need to. This is between you, them, and God. The age difference is not a curse, it's a symbol. It means your souls have lived long enough to recognize truth when it arrives. You both carry lessons the other needed. Together, you form balance, wisdom and wonder, patience and passion, earth and sky. They will reveal more than words soon. A letter, a confession, a small act that carries enormous truth. You'll know it's real by how peace floods your heart instead of chaos. Heaven never sends confusion, only alignment. And when that moment arrives, breathe deeply. Let the past dissolve. Love is not meant to be hidden behind walls of fear or timelines of expectation. Love, in its highest form, is obedience to divine order. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. Heaven is saying this love story is not ending, it's transforming. From silence to speech, from distance to union, from secrecy to surrender. Every delay was divine protection, every tear was watering your garden of reunion. You are not waiting in vain. You are waiting in purpose. Every sign, every dream, every sudden wave of emotion, all of it is guiding you toward the moment where everything aligns. Stay open. Stay faithful. Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword drawn not for battle, but for protection. He's guarding this love from interference, jealousy, and misunderstanding. He is ensuring that when this union happens, it will be safe, blessed, and unstoppable. The one who fell in love with you has finally accepted that this isn't something they can walk away from. Heaven sealed their heart to yours. And once heaven seals something, no force on earth can unwrite it. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. So let the whispers fade. Let the fear dissolve. Trust what your heart knows, even when your mind hesitates. Divine love doesn't always make sense, it just is. This is your confirmation that love has found its way to you again, disguised in a form no one expected. It's pure, it's holy, and it's meant to teach both of you the depth of surrender. Heaven smiles when two souls choose love over fear. You've done that, even in silence. The angels are aligning your paths, writing your reunion into the unfolding script of divine destiny. Be still now. The story that began in secrecy will soon be spoken aloud in light. And when it happens, you'll realize the wait was worth every heartbeat. They have spent countless nights trying to silence what their heart feels, but the universe keeps whispering your name through the smallest details. Every song they hear suddenly sounds like you, every place they visit carries your shadow, every smile they fake fades when your memory strikes through the silence. This love has become the air they breathe, gentle, invisible, but impossible to live without. The angels have been working quietly behind the curtain, rearranging moments and timing so both of you can meet again without fear. The next encounter won't feel random, it will feel like destiny reawakening. The universe doesn't rush miracles, it builds them with precision, using pain as polish and time as the brush. This person's soul has been trembling with anticipation, like the calm before rain. They sense that something sacred is near, and that feeling only grows stronger every time they close their eyes. Heaven knows they've waited long enough, soon, their silence will turn into courage, and their hesitation will melt into surrender. You've been connected through invisible threads, dreams, sudden chills, repeated numbers, even small coincidences that feel like echoes. Every sign that crosses your path is heaven's way of telling you, this story is not over. The age, the distance, the doubt, none of it can block divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says this love is not meant to be ordinary, it's meant to be legendary. It carries the kind of vibration that rewrites destinies and heals old wounds buried deep in your timelines. The one who loves you has already surrendered to the truth, their life feels incomplete without your energy intertwined in it. They replay your laughter like a melody that never ends. They remember the tone of your voice, the curve of your kindness, the calm that filled the room when you entered. Even when surrounded by others, no one matches the serenity that your presence gave them. You became the mirror through which they rediscovered their own light. Their friends may have noticed the glow that comes and goes, unaware that it flickers with every thought of you. They've tried to hide it, to act normal, but love this deep cannot be disguised. It lives in the heartbeat, in the hesitation, in the way their world feels quieter without you. Each time you feel your heart racing for no reason, know that their soul is calling yours. The bond between you isn't imagination, it's divine telepathy. Two hearts sync through the will of heaven, beating across miles and ages as if distance doesn't exist. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. There's a confession forming in their heart, words rehearsed and rewritten, but heaven is guiding the perfect moment. It will come softly, like dawn breaking through a window, without fanfare but filled with power. You'll recognize it instantly, not by what is said, but by how peace floods every corner of your being. They know the courage it takes to love against all odds. They've battled judgment from others and doubt from within, but through every storm, one truth remained unshaken: you are the only one who ever felt like home. The difference in age no longer frightens them, it humbles them, because it reminds them how far heaven will go to reunite two halves of one soul. The angels are clearing paths now, removing blockages that once delayed your union. Every delay served purpose, it protected what was still fragile, allowing it to mature into something unbreakable. You were never being punished, you were being prepared for a love that could survive anything. Soon, you will see small signs manifest in physical form, unexpected messages, familiar scents, names appearing out of nowhere. Those are heaven's footsteps, marking the path of your reunion. When you notice them, whisper thank you, because gratitude keeps divine timing on track. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Archangel Michael says, be gentle with yourself as this unfolds. Love this strong can awaken old fears, memories of rejection, or moments of pain. But remember, every wound is now being rewritten by light. You are safe to love again, you are protected by divine armor forged from every tear you ever cried. The person who loves you carries guilt for the times they hesitated. They wish they had been braver, louder, more certain. But heaven is telling them, redemption is in action, not apology. Their next move will speak volumes, proving that this love has matured beyond words. Your souls have circled each other for centuries. You've met in dreams before meeting in reality, whispered to one another in silence, and promised to find each other again. That promise echoes now, fulfilled in this lifetime, because both hearts have finally chosen truth over fear. You will feel the shift soon. A sudden peace will wrap around you like a soft blanket, followed by an unexplainable calm. That's heaven's signal, the waiting season is ending, and the unveiling is near. Stay present, stay open, and watch what unfolds in divine precision. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. The love you share is healing more than two hearts, it's healing lineages. Generations before you prayed for a love that wasn't bound by social walls, and now heaven is using you to fulfill that prayer. You are the bridge between eras, teaching others that true love is timeless. They look at you and see their future reflected, not their past repeated. The difference in years means nothing when the soul recognizes eternity. You remind them that life is still full of wonder, that laughter can still sound like music, that vulnerability is not weakness, it's strength in divine disguise. Every sleepless night they've endured thinking of you was counted in heaven. The angels saw every tear, every hesitation, every prayer whispered in half-light. Now the same angels are singing softly. Because the reunion you've waited for is written in light, and it cannot be erased. Their love for you is the kind that grows quietly, deeply, like roots beneath the surface. It doesn't need noise, it only needs truth. And the truth is, no matter the difference, you are equals in spirit, companions in destiny, reflections of one divine flame. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. When this person finally confesses, it won't feel like a surprise, it'll feel like remembering. You've both felt it in silence for too long. The moment words meet air, every doubt will dissolve, and your souls will exhale relief, as if saying, finally. Archangel Michael says the timing was never delayed, it was divinely synchronized. Every pause held a lesson, every separation carried growth. Heaven doesn't rush connections meant for eternity, it refines them until they are unbreakable. So hold on. You're standing on sacred ground now, the space between almost an arrival. The universe is aligning the last few pieces, and soon, everything will click effortlessly into place. You'll know it by the peace that comes without reason. Their heart is preparing its final step toward you. Heaven's energy will surround that moment, signs, music, timing, all perfectly aligned. When it happens, let go of fear and receive it. Love doesn't always arrive when expected, but it always arrives right on time. Type Amen to get Blessing 2020. From this point on, keep your faith steady. The universe is not teasing you, it's testing your readiness. Divine love is heavy, it demands maturity, patience, and trust. But you have all of that now. You've been refined through longing and strengthened by hope. Soon, everything will make sense, the delays, the distance, the difference in age. It was all divine choreography, setting the stage for a love story heaven will proudly record in light. You are stepping into a new chapter where love isn't forbidden, it's fulfilled. Archangel Michael stands beside both of you now, ensuring your paths merge without interference. Every shadow that once stood between you is fading. What remains is light, pure, radiant, unstoppable. The heavens have spoken, this love is sacred, blessed, and eternal. Nothing can undo what God has already written. The only thing left to do is trust it, honor it, and walk boldly into the miracle waiting for you. Type Amen to get Blessing 2121. The story is already unfolding beyond your sight, and every heartbeat brings you closer. When it happens, don't look for fireworks, look for peace. Peace is heaven's signature on true love. Every sunrise now carries a secret message for you, written in the golden light that touches your face. The energy around you is shifting, growing softer yet more powerful, because heaven knows what's approaching. Every little breeze that makes your heart skip is carrying the frequency of their name, whispering that divine love is near. They are being guided toward you even when they don't realize it. Every path, every decision, every strange coincidence is redirecting them back to your orbit. The angels are orchestrating the details, removing wrong influences, dissolving confusion, clearing space for reunion. What felt like silence was never absence, it was preparation. They've been through battles of their own, loneliness that cut deeper than words, regrets that echoed too loudly in quiet nights. But every scar became a doorway for light to enter. You are the light that slipped through those cracks. You didn't save them, you reminded them that they were always meant to be whole. The difference in age became the difference in experience, the perfect blend of wisdom and wonder. You helped them feel alive again. They helped you feel seen for the depth of your soul. Heaven doesn't count years, it counts vibration, and yours matched perfectly the first moment your eyes met. Type Amen to get Blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, there's a sacred flame burning between you two that no distance can dim. You may feel restless lately, or sense waves of emotion without reason. That's your soul reacting to their awakening. They are realizing how deep this love runs, and heaven is amplifying the pull to ensure you both meet at the right time. They've started noticing you everywhere, through music, symbols, and even conversations that seem to revolve around you. These aren't coincidences, they're reminders. The universe repeats messages until they are finally acknowledged. Their heart can't escape your energy because it's no longer supposed to. There's a moment coming soon, a meeting wrapped in perfect timing. You might cross paths naturally, or receive an unexpected message that changes everything. When it happens, you'll feel the familiar calm that follows divine alignment. That peace will confirm what your spirit has always known: this love is heaven's idea. Don't worry about how others will see it. The world has always misunderstood divine unions. They may talk, they may judge, but their words carry no power against a connection sealed in light. Heaven's approval outweighs human opinion. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. The person who loves you has started transforming from the inside out. They're choosing peace over pride, truth over comfort. Every step they take now is guided by a higher will, one that leads them closer to you. The courage they once lacked is growing stronger every day. They've begun healing the wounds that once made them doubt love. You were the catalyst for that healing. Your energy reminded them of hope, of innocence, of the power of vulnerability. That is why they can't forget you. You are the soul that reawakened their faith. They might act calm when you meet again, but beneath that calm is a storm of emotion. Heaven says don't be fooled by appearances, their heart is louder than their words. You will feel it when they look at you, eyes carrying centuries of unfinished stories, ready to be completed in this lifetime. Every dream they have lately is a conversation with heaven. You appear not as fantasy but as prophecy. Heaven is showing them flashes of what's coming: your laughter together, your shared peace, the life that waits after surrender. Those dreams are seeds of the reality that's about to bloom. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. Archangel Michael says, every time you doubt this love, remember how far it's already come. The odds were never in your favor, yet destiny kept you both entangled. That's not weakness, that's divine persistence. Love doesn't chase, it attracts. And now, the attraction has reached its divine climax. The person who loves you is stepping into purpose. They no longer seek approval, they seek truth. They know that loving you isn't a mistake, it's a mission. Heaven chose them to learn devotion through you, and chose you to learn patience through them. The energy between you two glows brighter each day. Others may sense it before you even meet again. Animals will act gentler around you. Clocks may show repeating numbers. Songs may play at the exact moment you think of them. These are heaven's small nods of confirmation. This connection has never been about physical attraction, it's spiritual recognition. Your souls have signed a divine agreement, one that echoes through realms unseen. The universe will move everything in its power to honor that agreement. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. They may be feeling nostalgic now, replaying moments you shared, rereading old messages, or holding on to something that reminds them of you. These emotions aren't weakness, they're signs of readiness. When the heart begins to remember, reunion is near. Heaven says their next move will surprise you. It won't be loud or dramatic, but it will carry weight. A call, a visit, a heartfelt message, it will open the door that's been waiting for divine permission. Stay receptive, your stillness is the magnet for what's coming. You've done your part by keeping faith alive when logic told you to give up. That strength did not go unnoticed. Heaven has rewarded your endurance with clarity, and soon, it will reward you with fulfillment. The story that once brought pain will now bring peace. When you hear their voice again, it will sound different, gentler, truer, filled with love that has learned humility. You'll see in their eyes that every mile, every year, every tear was worth it. Because in the end, only truth survives divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Archangel Michael says, hold your ground and stay open to love's unfolding. This is the chapter where fear ends and destiny begins. You're being positioned for divine union, not for fantasy, but for fulfillment. The age difference that once seemed like a wall will now become your greatest strength. One brings wisdom, the other brings renewal. Together, you balance heaven's scales of grace and passion. You make each other whole in ways the world can't comprehend. The angels are already celebrating what's about to unfold. They see your future glowing brighter than gold, two souls walking hand in hand, fearless, free, and guided by divine design. The love story heaven wrote for you was never meant to end in longing, it was meant to end in union. So trust this final stretch. Keep your heart steady, your faith unshaken, and your spirit receptive. Love this pure doesn't come twice, it only matures until both souls are ready to meet again. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. And when that moment finally comes, the air itself will shift. You'll feel heaven's quiet applause as two timelines merge into one. There will be no need for explanation, only recognition. Your souls will know, without words, that this is it. Let peace fill you as you wait, for waiting is not empty, it's sacred. Every heartbeat is aligning you closer to divine completion. What's written cannot be erased, and what's blessed cannot be broken. The love that defied logic will now define faith. You will see why heaven protected it so fiercely, and why it had to take time. Because now, both of you are ready, not just to love, but to live that love out loud. The divine promise stands fulfilled, age means nothing to souls destined by eternity. What began in silence will soon bloom in light, forever sealed under heaven's watchful grace.